This is an ancient rivalry. It goes between the two schools for about the last 65, 70 years, as far as I know. Played here in the Armory because it's a central location. As you can see, we can fit a lot of people in.
It's always very loud. Once it packs up, it goes nuts.
You see the players come out through this paper banner, and you just go nuts. It's just energy. It's so much energy. It's unbelievable.
And there is nothing like this North-South game in this old arena.
Let's walk for the rebound. The North going to win it. Back the other way.
Talking about the respect, you're not going to get any respect. Talking about is one thing, action is another thing, okay? Put into action right now, you'll get it, but you got to show them.
An opportunity knocks, but you have to open the door. You have to go out and get it. Nobody's going to give it to you.
Let's go. One, two, three, go! Sheboygan South High ready! Good evening and welcome to the War by the Shore in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I'm Steve Phillips, and tonight we bring you high school boys basketball action in the Fox River Valley Conference. It's the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders taking on the Sheboygan South Red Wings. This is a rivalry that matches all others in the world of sport. The Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers, North Carolina Tar Heels and Duke Blue Devils. And the fans are just as crazy as the Cameron Crazies down in Duke, North Carolina. These are two teams from the same city, 51,000 population, and they have one of the most intense rivalries you have ever seen. Now, they played 5 weeks ago right here in the Armory on the shores of Lake Michigan, and Sheboygan South won that ball game 51-48, snapping a 16-game losing streak to Sheboygan North. Sheboygan South is traditionally the football power. Sheboygan North has been the traditional basketball power. Well, this is the second meeting this year. They met 3 times last year, and Sheboygan North won all 3 of them. We've had a day full of activities so far with both the girls and boys freshman games, the girls and boys JV games. The girls varsity just got done with Sheboygan North winning that one 51-44, giving North a sweep of the season series. And now we're getting ready for the varsity boys matchup. Starting lineup for the visiting Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. They will start with 6'1" senior Cody Schaefer. Trevor Gruby, a 5'11" senior, also gets the start in the backcourt. In the front court, it's Peter Worth, a 6'3" senior. Brian Herman, a 6'3" senior, and Kyle Tetschlag, a 6'5" senior who was all-conference last year. Sheboygan North is 12-4 on the season. They are 9-2 in the Fox River Valley Conference. They were a game behind Green Bay Notre Dame, but Notre Dame got upset last night, and so they're virtually even in the loss column at 2 apiece. For Sheboygan South, they will start Tim Stubbe, a 5'8" senior. He was honorable mention last year. Eric Donovan, a 5'10" senior. Matt Hemsing, a 5'8" junior. And Will Hartman, a 5'10" senior. Also, B.J. Harry, a 6'7" senior. The Red Wings are 6-11 on the year, 4-7 in Fox River Valley Conference play. They have lost 6 straight. They won just 1 ball game after knocking off Sheboygan North. That was a home game against Manitowoc Lincoln, but they've dropped 6 in a row since that time. Sheboygan North is coming off a 55-40 victory against Green Bay Notre Dame back on February 4th. And Sheboygan South is coming off a loss to Whitefish Bay 61-46. Sheboygan North in the blue and gold uniforms. Sheboygan South, the home teams, in the white and red uniforms. Kyle Tetschlag will jump center against B.J. Harry. South controls going right to left, North going left to right. North with the ball. Golden Raiders working onto the right wing side. Trevor Gruby Gets it out high. Kretzlag, the leading scorer for North with the ball. Into the corner. You can hear the crowd. They are into this. It's going to be loud like this the entire game. Lower portion of the balcony where the students stand, and right away North gets an easy look inside. Peter Wirth with the first 2 of the ball game. And here comes North with a full court pressure. They did that all game long against South the first time. The big difference was that South was able to draw several charges. They got North into some foul trouble, hit their free throws, got a few big baskets, and that was the difference. The first time around, South also broke out some new black uniforms, not part of their traditional school colors, but they broke them out, and the new uniforms helped South get the victory. At the point for the South is Hemsing. Works it off on the right wing side. Stubbe, he was 2-time all-conference quarterback. Inside shot, Harry, no good. And the rebound controlled by Wirth of Sheboygan North. Into the front court, down the right side. Works it out high to Schaefer. On the left wing, a blocking foul called on South, Will Hartman. Senior is actually going to walk on at the University of Wisconsin and play football for the Badgers in the fall. Another football player in this Sheboygan South team is Eric Donoval. He is going to go to UW La Crosse and play football for the Eagles. North with the ball out high. Trevor Gruby dishes it back between the circles to Wirth. Man-to-man defense, which is what you're going to see the entire game, used by Sheboygan South. Red Wings trail 2-0. Minute and a half into the first period here at the Armory, a facility that has seen many, many uses in its 60-plus years of existence. And a foul on South as they tried to deny the ball into the post. And that'll be number 1 on B.J. Harry, the 6'7 senior. He's getting some looks at Division III schools. He will come out of the ball game now, replaced by Andy Lancer, a 6'4 sophomore. So there are 2 team fouls on South. North gets it in, has that deflected. North still controls, though. Tom Desitel in his 28th year coaching at Sheboygan North. 460 victories against 156 losses. And that ball goes into the backcourt, out of bounds off of South. It'll remain with the Golden Raiders, who hold a 2-0 lead with 6:12 to go here in the opening period. Dan Koopman is in his 8th year coaching at Sheboygan South. He has 81 victories against 88 losses. North works it inside, foul line jump shot, no good, but Wirth got hit on the arm and will get a pair of free throws. That'll be the 3rd foul against Sheboygan South, and that's number 1 on Eric Donoval. And our first 2 free throws of the ball game coming up. Peter Wirth has the only 2 points of the contest so far. The right-hander will get a pair of free throws here for the Golden Raiders. First one is good. You may notice the teams are located on opposite sides of the court here at the Armory in Sheboygan. North, the visiting team, on the opposite side, and South, the home team, here on the near side. Wirth gets them both to make it 4-0. And the scores table is actually on the stage or the west end here at the Armory. So the players literally have to run to the end of the floor and then go to the middle, report in, and then sit on the padded stage to be out of the way of play. And there's not enough room on the sideline, so there's actually what they call a boundary line, 3 feet in from the first row of bleachers, and that's where fans can stand. Shot from the wing is no good by Andy Lancer, and it goes out of bounds off of South. A 4-0 lead for Sheboygan North. North in a virtual first place tie with Green Bay Notre Dame. They're trying to pull to identical 10-2 records in the Fox River Valley Conference if North can get the victory tonight over the South. You see a lot of South fans wearing shirts saying the South will rise again. Shot from 3-point range is up and good by North's Trevor Gruby. It is a 7-0 lead for the Golden Raiders. The South having a difficult time just getting shots away here in the opening quarter. And now a hand check foul in the backcourt on Trevor Gruby of Sheboygan North. That'll be the first against the Golden Raiders. You notice the officials, when play is on the east end of the gym here at the Armory, have to run all the way back to midcourt just to flash the foul call to the official scorekeepers. up on the stage end. They're a long ways away. And now we will get a timeout here taken by Sheboygan South and head coach Dan Koopman. 5:02 to go in the first quarter. It's Sheboygan North 7, Sheboygan South nothing. You're watching Straight Up on FSN North.
We'll go corner now. Andy Lampson, listen to me. After you set that down screen, post up. Okay, we'll go corner. We'll back to the corner. You got it? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Okay? You back off and get your feet in your hands back. Nothing free. Can't defend the free throw. Go, guys. Defend the free throw. Okay, here we go. Rotate. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make you got plays. Make plays. Here we go. Go right.
It's a rivalry, so both teams are going to bring it, and there's always some like X factor or someone that you don't expect is just going to have a crazy game.
Welcome back to the shores of Lake Michigan, eastern Wisconsin. As our war on the shore continues tonight here on FSN North. Sheboygan North shutting out Sheboygan South in high school varsity boys basketball action so far. We go under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. South in the white uniforms, North in the dark blue and gold uniforms. Before the shot, a traveling call on South Will Hartman at the top of the key. Unfortunate for South because he hit the basket, but it's wiped away by the turnover. No changes on the floor for head coach Tom Desatel. North tries to get it inside. It's loose. Coming away with it, Donovan for South. Midcourt, he gets in a bit of trouble. Now able to get it off to Matt Hemsing. Into the near corner. 3-ball on the way. That's no good from Tim Stubbe. Weak side rebound tracked down by Worth. All the way into the front court. Stops on the wing. Back out high. They're looking for that inside game. Looks like a bit of the swing offense. And North turns it over. Trying to get the ball into Kyle Tetchlog, their all-conference senior, who's getting some looks at several Division III or small college schools this year. Donovan into the corner for South. Hartman will drive, pull-up jumper off the back rim is no good. Another rebound for Peter Worth. He'll toss it ahead. Gruby tried to get it down low to Tetchlog, deflected out of bounds. The officials say Tetchlog touched it last. You can hear the blue and gold Golden Raider fans on the far side of the gym disagreeing with that call. B.J. Harry back into the South lineup. In for the North, Nate Pitch, a 6-foot senior. More pressure being applied by North. South has to run back against it. They're able to break the press fairly easily. Shot on the right side, 3-ball, perfect for Eric Donovan. And finally, South is on the board with 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. North tries to answer with their own three. It rims in and out. Offensive rebound, and then the ball tipped out of bounds off of North. It'll go to Sheboygan South. A 7-3 lead for the Golden Raiders over the Red Wings. Two of the larger schools in Division I of Wisconsin. North with 1,687 students. Sheboygan South 1,558. Donovan working inside, flips it to Harry, who dunks it and gets fouled. Harry with a chance at a three-point play. Foul on Kyle Tetchlog of North, his first. The team's second. And don't look now, but the South is rising again. Tetchlog sits down for North, replaced by Rob Kane, a 6'3 junior. Harry with his first points of the game. Misses the free throw, though. And it remains a 2-point lead for North. They come back the other way, and a blocking foul on South. That'll be number 2 on Harry, trying to draw the charge. B.J. Harry may have to sit down here for the rest of the first quarter for the Red Wings. His second, the team's fourth. And at the line for North, Bob Kane, who just came in for Kyle Tetchlog. First one good by the righty. He used all the iron. And now Harry will sit down for South, replaced by Dan Teller, a 6'3 senior. So South gives up 4 inches in that substitution. Andy Shane, a 6-foot senior, comes in, and he'll replace Tim Stubbe. Tetchlog is going to come in for Kane. Kane shooting the free throw, so he'll have to make it in order for Tetchlog to return. So far, North 3 of 3 at the line. Make it 4 of 4. Tetchlog in, Kane out. A 9-5 lead for Sheboygan North over Sheboygan South. This Armory has seen all kinds of sporting events in its illustrious career. South breaks the pressure inside, an easy lay-in for Dan Teller, who just entered the ball game. You see North coming right back on the attack. Fire to the right side, a quick 3-ball on the way. Off the iron, no good by Cody Schaefer. Rebound to South. The Red Wings can tie it or take the lead here. There's the 3-ball. No good, and the rebound tapped out high. North picks it up. They'll slow it down, and we're going to get a reach-in foul on Eric Donovan now of the Sheboygan South Red Wings. His second, the team's 5th. And there are now 2 Sheboygan South starters with 2 personal fouls. Tim Stubbe in, Matt Hemsing out. For North, Trevor Gruby returns, replacing Cody Schaefer. Rob Kane is back in as well for North. Tetchlog takes a seat on the dark wooden pines here at the Armory in Sheboygan. Gruby on the far right side, goes baseline, pass out top, deflected. South comes up with a steal as Andy Shane ends up with the ball. Donovan walking into the front court, man-to-man defense used by North. Into the corner, Stubbe goes baseline, try to flip it back to a cutting teammate, but it's deflected. Here comes North. They kick it off left side, a quick 3, comes up short. Rebound to Will Hartman. Ahead to Stubbe, 1-on-3, he'll slow it down. Goes at the left side, an open 3-ball off the backboard too hard from Andy Shane. Not a lot of great outside shooting early on. This would probably be called a very dark gym by comparison's sake for newer modern gymnasiums, and that's one of the reasons why this facility may only have a year left for the War by the Shore to be played. Both schools passing referendums in which they should be allowed to get new auditoriums, gymnasiums, within the next 2 years. So they may play next year here in the Armory, and that might be it. South down by 2. A 3-ball is good, and now South is up by 1. Eric Donovan hits his second 3-pointer of the first quarter to give the Red Wings a 10-9 lead. And then the Red Wings steal the ball as Dan Teller gets a pick down low on the baseline. Donovan walks it into the front court with 45 seconds left. Now he'll explode to the basket. Shot is blocked nicely out of the air and out of bounds off of North's Brian Herman. Back in for South is Matt Hemsing. Matt Pfister, a 5'9 senior, in for the first time tonight. Again, South won the first matchup 51-48 5 weeks ago. 3-ball from the near corner is no good, and the rebound ripped down by Nate Pitch of the Golden Raiders. Cross-court pass intercepted. Back the other way, hanging for the layup is South's Andy Shane. And Sheboygan South takes a 3-point lead at 12-9. You can tell it doesn't matter what the records are, and I hate to use the cliches, but these two teams know how to get it on when they face each other. North with the ball on the left side of the floor. Gruby gets it down to the post. Tetchlog going to the rim, puts it up strong and scores. His first 2 of the game. And full court shot near the end of the first quarter, just missing off the backboard. 8 minutes are in the books here at the War on the Shore in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. It's Sheboygan North 12, Sheboygan South 11. You're watching Straight Up on FSN North.
We got it. Everybody, slow down. Coach, we want me to shot off the first pass. We'll get it. We've got thumbs down on penetration. stay spread out. Okay, slow down on offense. Okay, first pass and the shot ain't gonna work against these guys. Okay, now they're switching on the down screen a little bit. Guys listening? They're switching on the down screen. Slip up.
Yeah, I know. I'm laying off.
Okay, guys hear me? Eric,
I know.
Eric, flip the screens. Flip the screens. Okay. What's that?
Donnie's got two.
Okay.
I'm laying off.
Our ball coming out. Let's go flex. For Donnie and Tim. Flex for Donnie and Tim. Flex for Donnie and Tim coming out. Okay, slip the screens down. Take our time. We got anything we want. I got make. You got plays. Make plays.
1 quarter in the books here at Sheboygan. And it's the Sheboygan South Red Wings leading the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders 12-11. Two big three-point baskets by senior Eric Donoval of the Red Wings have helped them open up at one time a three-point lead after trailing most of the first quarter. Now South gets the ball to open up second period action. Hartman out high. Stubbe coming off a screen. Can't quite get the shot away. Dribbles once, shoots. That's a little short. Rebound to Nate Pitch. North on the attack. Worth into the front court for the Golden Raiders. Spins at the elbow. Out high. Trevor Gruby has fired a couple of quick threes. He's only connected once so far, but you can tell he loves to shoot that. And now a hold down low on South. That'll be the 6th team foul on Sheboygan South. Tim Stubbe picks up his first. So the next foul on the Red Wings will put North at the free throw line. North has only committed 2 team fouls themselves. Tetchlog at the free throw line, trying to get a little separation. For Gruby, he'll drive. Hangs in the air, looked like it may have been partially deflected. Tapped out to Worth, he'll penetrate. Little jumper off the back rim, no, got it back. Second time is good. Peter Worth with 6 points. And it's a 13-12 lead for Sheboygan North. North trying to get a split in this season series. South winning 5 weeks ago, 51-48, a very close contest. And again, South has only won 1 time since that ball game. 3 ball out top, no good by Stubbe. North collects the loose change, Worth into the front court. Man-to-man defense used by South. Tetchlog now starting to get the ball a few more times, and he squares up and nails it from the right side. That's 2 baskets for Kyle Tetchlog. All-conference senior forward for Sheboygan North. Steps out to deny the quick shot by Dan Teller. South works it on the far side of the floor. Donoval looking for a cutter, and a foul inside as Teller took the pass. That'll be the 3rd on North. And that's going to be number 2 on Kyle Tetchlog. He'll sit down, replaced by Brian Herman. Teller takes a seat for South. Matt Hemsing returns for him. See South inbounding right in front of the stage, and there is plenty of room there, so there is no boundary line. Pass tapped out of bounds off Brian Herman of the North squad. So Sheboygan South will get it back. 6:12 to go before halftime. A 15-12 lead for the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. Quick shot just inside the free throw line is no good, but an offensive rebound by B.J. Harry, and he gets fouled on the way back up. Harry at 6'7", much taller than any of the Sheboygan North players. Foul, I believe, on Trevor Gruby. That is his 2nd personal foul, the team's 4th. B.J. Harry with a pair of free throws. He missed the only free throw that Sheboygan South has attempted so far. That one also no good. Harry sits at 2 points. Sub in for North, Joey Fritsch, a 5'10" senior. They replace Trevor Gruby. Still a 3-point lead for the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders at 15-12. Second one by the right-hander is good. 3 points for Harry, a 2-point lead for Sheboygan North. Peter Worth at the point guard spot. Gets it off on the right wing side. Fritz takes it inside, left it short, but an offensive foul as Fritch came over and bowled over Will Hartman. Pitch with his first, that's 5 on Sheboygan North. Pitch will sit down, replaced by Rob Kane. Pressure by North, South able to get it in, and then they give it right back to the man making the pass, Andy Shane. He has a little trouble in the backcourt, gets it off to Hempsing, now across the timeline. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. A lob down low, Harry catches, lays it in. Nice lob from the wing. Harry with 5. We're tied at 15, 5.5 minutes to go before intermission. Schaefer on the right side for North. Gets it out high. Kane looking to swing it back to the right. Gets it to Worth. Pump fake. Worth directing traffic. Now spins back inside. Nice help. Step up shot off the backboard. No good. Reach in foul on BJ. Harry reaching in after the missed shot. That's going to be 3 fouls on BJ Harry of South. And that's going to cause some problems for Sheboygan South Red Wings. Harry will sit down. Dan Teller in to replace him with 5:10 to go here in the first half. We're tied at 15, but the last 3 points for South have been scored by Harry, and now he's got a seat on the bench. That is the 7th foul on South, so this is the 1-and-1. Free throw is no good by Peter Worth. South back, pump fake, shot up, partially blocked, tap up by Teller, no good. Second time is good for Dan Teller. And that gives South a 17-15 lead. Inside feed, shot up, high off the glass, it's good for Rob Kane. He had the double clutch, had a nice job to get it up and down to tie the game at 17. 4:38 to go in the first half of play. A tie ball game in the War by the Shore here in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Cut down the middle and a reach-in foul called on Sheboygan North. I think Cody Schaefer is going to get whistled for the foul. Check that, it's Joey Fritch. And that's number 6 on North. So non-shooting situation. Nate Pitch comes in, replacing Fritch. Make sure I enunciate that correctly. Pitch 41, Fritch 5. South fires it out high. Donovan thought about another 3. He's connected on 2 of them from long distance so far. Left side pull-up jumper from 15, nothing but net. Eric Donovan with 8 points. He's the leading scorer in the ballgame. And quickly North the other way, trying to get the equalizing basket, but it comes up short. South, a nice job to hustle back defensively, not to give up 2 opportunities. Donovan on the wing, left side, foul unextended, in the post, nice job defensively. North throws it ahead, and they can't quite control the ball. It's back tap, control, top of the key. Jump stop in the paint, pass down low left, intercepted by South. Nice job by Will Hartman. That may have been 1 too many passes by the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders that time. A 2-point lead for South with 3:35 to go before halftime. Baseline and then a cut, pass inside. In traffic, hammered by North. Will Hartman will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws here for South. Foul on Rob Kane, his first. That's number 7. And we get a timeout here taken by Sheboygan North head coach Tom Desatel. 3:26 to go in the first half. Sheboygan South 19, Sheboygan North 17. You're watching Straight Up on FSN North.
You guys are fighting each other out there instead of working. Right, leaving your feet to pass the ball. Out of control. Didn't get a hand up on the shooter. Get out there and work. Defend. What's the last effort? He's the only man getting us a rebound. The only man getting us a rebound. Get out there and mix it up. Let's go. Let's go. Defense. Defense. Go. Back.
The Sheboygan South Red Wings trying to knock off the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders for the second time this year. South won by 3 points here at the Armory on January 8th. They lead by 2 with 3:26 to go in the first half. First of 2 free throws up and a little bit strong by Will Hartman. Senior has yet to score in the contest. The South is just 1 of 4 at the line, make it 2 of 5. Free ball quickly the other way, answered by Cody Schaefer. His first points of the contest. 3:16 to go in the first half. We are tied at 20. This has been a war so far in terms of how physical it's been. North getting the ball down floor just as quick as Loyola Marymount used to. South, a much more deliberate half-court game for the Red Wings. South with the ball. They're the home team on the scoreboard, which is tied at 20. Whistle and a traveling call as Hartman caught it at the top of the key. Started to move before he put his dribble down. There are very few open seats for this contest. It's actually a home game for Sheboygan South. They don't have any open seats here on the south side of the Armory Gymnasium. North has a few seats in the student section on each end of the court, but the parent section is packed. Now we get a whistle. And I believe a 5-second call as North unable to move the ball in the far corner. Cody Schaefer was trapped and didn't do anything with it. Dan Teller returns for South. He'll replace Andy Lancer. Both coaches saying this is an important game regardless of the conference standings. For South, that really is true considering they are in 5th place in the Fox River Valley Conference entering tonight's play. Sheboygan North, meanwhile, tied for first with Green Bay Notre Dame. Inside drive by South, a loose ball picked up by Sheboygan North. Off to Peter Worth. He'll push into the front court. South does a nice job to get back and not give up an easy 2 in transition. Worth picks up his dribble. And the ball deflected out of bounds on the near sideline off Dan Teller. North will hold on to it as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Not a super high offensive ball game so far, but seeing good defense, a lot of end-to-end action. Drive inside, reverse layup, up off the air, no good. Follow-up tap is no good by North. They try it a 3rd time, and finally, it's Tim Suby coming down to the ball for South. Outlet up ahead, laying off the glass, good for Andy Shane. North is the team that likes to run, but South, when they get the opportunity, does so as well. And now, stripping in and reaching the ball is Will Hartman. Restolen by North's Nate Pitch on the baseline. He signals a timeout to save the possession. He had nowhere to go with the ball. And so we'll get a timeout with 1:35 to go in the first half. It's Sheboygan South 22, Sheboygan North 20. You're watching straight up on FSN North.
Most of the time defense. You got to get some help side defense. Cody's getting involved here. Keep that up. Well, let's keep the ball moving. Let's go. Go to the opposite side. Come on, fellas. Swing in the off.
All right, 1, 2, 3, hard.
Welcome back to Straight Up on FSN North. 1:35 to go in the first half of tonight's Fox River Valley Conference High School varsity boys basketball game in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Sheboygan North in the dark blue uniforms with the ball. They trail by 2. Worth off the backboard, too strong. Rebound saved by Dan Teller of Sheboygan South. Here comes the Red Wing on the attack. Stubbe left side, a high floater, rolls around and comes out. And the defensive board ripped down by the Golden Raiders. Ryan Herman threw a little bit of an elbow, and now the Raiders explode the other way as Joey Fritsch beats everybody back for the tying basket. 1:03 to go in the first half. The game tied at 22. South going to spread the floor. They may try to hold for the final shot of the first half. Sheboygan North won the varsity girls ball game that preceded this one. 51-44 was the final. North trying to trap out near midcourt. Stubbe down the middle, fires it off to the right and deflected out of bounds off of Sheboygan North. The officials confer it should be South basketball. And as soon as I say that, the officials change their mind and say it goes to Sheboygan North. 32 seconds left in the first half. We're tied at 22. Now South putting on a half-court trap press. Schaefer, right wing side, looking low, got an open man, a pump fake, fire it opposite to Fritsch, who was open for a three, but North wants to hold for the final shot of the half and go in either tied at 22 or take the lead. And there's a foul coming up from behind. Dan Teller going to be whistled for his first personal foul. That will result in the bonus free throw situation, as that is number 8 on the Sheboygan South Red Wings. Nate Pitch will be at the line, looking to score his first points of the game for North. Peter Prigge, a 6-foot senior, comes on for the North Golden Raiders. And in for South, Andy Shane. First one on the way. It is no good by Pitch. And the ball out of bounds off of North. North has missed their last 2 free throw attempts. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Stubbe into the near corner. 3 ball on the way, off the iron, no good. North with a rebound as Prigge covers it up. And that'll do it for the first 16 minutes of action here at the Armory in Sheboygan. We're at intermission. The war by the shore. Sheboygan North and Sheboygan South are tied at 22 here at halftime. You're watching Straight Up on Fox Sports Net North.
You're making this much harder than it's at. The plays are right out in front of you. You can make them. Last shot of the half, you missed that on the free throw line. Then got a rebound. The shot that Prigge rebound. Just be going to the glass. Deep and rebound. I think we're getting too far under, and our post players, or the guys playing in the lane, are opened up like this. You can't move like this. Get yourself down. Get yourself down and staggered so you can bluff out. The more you stay out, the easier it is to stop dribble penetration. And we're doing a lousy job of stopping dribble penetration. We got 5 guys that are juiced for their team, and we got other guys that are struggling for us. Struggling with the ball and taking care of it. Struggling finishing plays.
Getting back on D and matching up, know what we're doing. It's all mental.
Yeah.
It's all mental.
We just got to watch free throws, guys. Okay, as well as we talk. Free throw time, just even though you got the same guy 20 times, just talking free throw, talking field goal. Make sure you know what we got. Okay, make them play deep. Outlast them. Okay, our offense will outlast their defense, guys. Okay, take it in the lane with the idea of shooting. Okay? It's always a shot first across the field. That's what we do.
Big guys create space.
What's that?
Big guys create space when they're driving. We're going to work on that. We got to separate and get to the open gap so they can dish it off and they get covered.
Make sure we separate it.
The early stuff is there. Brian, don't let that one blocked shot that they got you on the arm stop you. We got to be relentless. 16-8 on the boards and you're only tied. So we're not taking care of the ball very well.
We got a lot better half. A lot better half. Okay? We're not even playing that well, and we're right in the ball. Okay? We got a lot better half coming up here. Okay? A lot better half.
Come on, 16 minutes. Let's go.
I'm giving that for
Let's go.
Already tested. 16 minutes. Let's go. Come on, guys.
We take away that transition and then see what they got.
You know how we always beat them in the second half. Let's do it.
Beat them in the second half.
Yeah. Okay?
Blow them out.
Transition, close defense, fellas. We're going to go to test line. You know that. Okay, they're going to go to him. Here we go.
Leave it all out there. Leave it all out there. Let's go, babe. Last time we bought, like you said, let's go.
All right, we'll try.
1, 2, 3, try!
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's test it that way.
Here, some balls down here, guys.
This is quite a rivalry from everything I've been told by everybody. Is this the biggest game of the year for both schools?
Oh yeah, yes it is. It's it's just a great atmosphere, and the kids just look forward to it.
Everybody seems to say it's bigger than homecoming.
Yeah, it is. You never know what to expect. Any team can win on this type of night because it's the atmosphere that gets kids going, and it's awesome.
How many years have you been coaching here, Tim?
Oh, 19, 20. I was JV boys coach for a lot of years, and then I came over to girls varsity coach. So this is my 3rd year as a girls varsity coach.
Have you seen anything at any level, high school, college, or pro sports that rivals this?
No, I really haven't. I've seen a lot of games, but nothing like this.
But there is just nothing like this place, and the electricity.
I would say it's definitely unique. I think that's a good word for it. It's pretty exciting. Both schools, they really get into it. Students get into it, and the community gets into it. Our student council, I mean, they're putting up, they're a month in advance. They're working on posters to get ready for this. So it's definitely unique. I think it's great for the community, great for the kids.
Pep rally on Friday is pretty fun, and then today, when student council comes in and does all the signs and everything around here, it becomes pretty special.
Between this and football, North-South football, these are the 3 big dates for the school year for North-South games.
Somebody who's a basketball junkie, this has got to be like heaven for them. They get freshman games, JV games, and then varsity games, both boys and girls.
Yeah, at the end of the day today, if you didn't get your fair share of basketball, I don't know what else you're looking for. We started 9 o'clock this morning. I was at the gym. I mean, that was our first game, so it's all day long.
What about growing up? What did you hear about this rivalry, this tradition?
It's crazy. It's one of the 2 things that gets the whole city together in the year. There's 2 games a year. Everybody comes and everybody reads about it. Everybody checks the paper the next day. It's just huge for this city.
I've been around high school basketball all around the state of Wisconsin. You're talking like Eau Claire North up there, the Doghouse, and whether you see some of the Madison schools and through the FBA. I've never seen anything like the Armory here with the North-South game.
On the shore in Lake Michigan, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. We get ready for 3rd quarter basketball. Sheboygan North and Sheboygan South tied at 22. We get ready for 3rd quarter basketball. Both teams should have their starting 5 on the floor to begin second half play. For North, that's Cody Schaefer, Trevor Gruby, Peter Worth, Brian Herman, and Kyle Tetschlag. For Sheboygan South, that would be Tim Stubbe, Eric Donoval, Matt Hemsing, Will Hartman, and B.J. Harry. Harry playing with 3 personal fouls. He is the only player for either team with 3 personals. Peter Worth leading the way for North with 6 points. Eric Donoval leads the South squad with 8 points in the game. North gets it working from right to left. They're in the dark blue uniforms, South in the home white uniforms. Top of the key, 3-ball on the way. No good from Cody Schaefer. Harry makes his presence felt right away with another rebound. Hemsing pushing into the front court for South. Man-to-man defense by the North squad. They have used that the entire game. They have put on full court pressure after a made basket. Inside shot is up and good for Matt Hemsing as he drove, faked the pass to Harry, and then connected himself. His first 2 of the game. Drive inside. Harry came over and altered the shot. Tetschlag with the offensive rebound. Put back up and in. Kyle Tetschlag with 6. We're tied at 24. And here's the press by North again. South actually has done a very good job against the full court pressure defense used by North in this ball game. break the pressure again on this possession. On the right wing side, the ball loose on the floor, battle for it. South grabs it and takes a timeout to maintain possession. So just 1:07 into the third quarter, South forced to burn a timeout. We will take a break as well. We are tied at 24 with 6:53 to go in the third quarter. You're watching Straight Up on FSN North. Just underway, second half. Varsity boys high school basketball action tonight. Sheboygan North and Sheboygan South are tied at 24. Sheboygan North trying to stay in a first place tie with Green Bay Notre Dame if they can win tonight. Otherwise, despite being upset last night, Green Bay Notre Dame would stay in first place. South trying to pull off the upset. That's a three-pointer by Tim Stubbe, his first points of the contest. And South is up 27-24. Tetschlag inside. No, he walked with the ball before getting the shot away. He seems to be a bit more aggressive coming out in the third quarter, but commits the travel there. In for the North squad, Nate Pitch. He'll replace Tever Gruby. North putting on the pressure once again. Stubbe, ball handling, working his way into the front court. Passes over top of the double team attempt. Gets it back to the elbow of the foul line. Hartman back out high. Coming off a curl. Donovan inside. Harry up. Just short. Tapped it to the left. Loose ball out front. Picked up by Schaefer of Sheboygan North. Gets it off to Peter Worth. Senior guard down on the wing. Into the post. Tetschlag faces up. Fires it diagonally out to Schaefer, who bobbled so he couldn't get the shot away. Instead, the shot on the left baseline by Nate Pitch, no good. Rebound basket up and good by Peter Worth. He's got 8. It's 27-26. Sheboygan South leading by 1. Quick three ball by the Red Wings is way off the mark from Will Hartman. Ball's right to Peter Worth on the weak side. Schaefer tries a three for North, misses. Harry with another rebound. He's just gobbling up the missed shots when he's in there. He's not holding back even with the 3 personal fouls. 1 point lead for South, approaching 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Donovan out high. Off to Hartman. Quick three launched by Stubbe, no good. Weak side rebound to Schaefer of North. Golden Raiders into the front court, looking for a basket that'll put them back on top of the scoreboard. Tetschlag working on Harry, attacks him off the glass and scores. Tetschlag with a nice job working to his right. And North takes the lead, 28-27, 4:35 to go, third quarter. Donovan by Worth. Down to the lane line, put it up, felt contact, missed the shot. Hit the deck and the rebound goes to Brian Herman. Here comes North on the attack. Inside, Tetschlag lost it, picked up by Worth. Basket up, good, and a foul. And that might be number 4 on B.J. Harry of the South squad. Nope, it's going to go on Matt Kempsing. It'll be his first. That's the team's first. And South wants a timeout. It is Sheboygan North leading the Sheboygan South team, 30-27, 4:22 to go in the third quarter.
Stiff legged out there. You're open up on defense. You're no stance. You're going to get a foul. Get staggered stance and stay down. Up and up. All right, look. We're in 34 defense. Hit the guys up in the guard. The guys up out there. Now look, we keep rebounding right there. Don't stand. Be in front of people down low. 34 defense. Now have some timeouts. You two guys got some travel. We don't know who's out there. Come on, we're going to
Kyle, try not to post up so far out. Team 1, 2, 3, 2.
Well, obviously, we're looking at a lot more people in the stands than a typical one of our local high school games. The boundaries are a lot closer. It's more confined. You feel like the crowd's on top of you, and just the loudness itself is sometimes hard to communicate to your players on the court.
What do you do
in preparation leading up to this game in order to overcome those things?
Well, we specifically talked to the girls during practice about making eye contact to the bench, try to get obviously our points across in timeouts, and communication. I like to have my guards come over at any free throw situation to come over so I can relay information to them and they can carry it over to the rest of the group.
You mentioned you've been doing this as a coach for many years, but you've also been involved as a fan for many, many other years.
Right. I first came to the Armory as a non-coach, just as a basketball fan. And I remember the first game I walked into, I was just a goosebump feeling. It was just a neat setting, kind of that Hoosiers effect. To see this many people at a high school game was just amazing. And then coaching my first game here, actually as a JV level, again, it was just a different feeling, but just unbelievable to have this experience to coach not only at this level, but in a facility like this that has a lot of history behind it.
Does anybody really have a home court advantage here?
No, anything can happen on a North-South day.
What about the rivalry itself and talking? What's it like for you, not on the court, but the week leading up to it, just being in the community itself?
Well, it's big. It's, the two high schools are very competitive, and especially in the athletic part of it. Both teams have a week to prepare. Both teams know each other very well. Whatever we do, it's going to be competitive. No one wants to lose this game because obviously it gives you bragging rights until the next game. So there's the girls, both teams step it up a notch, and especially for the seniors. We've got a group of 4 seniors that's going to be their last Armory game, and as South, they have their share of seniors, but they especially don't want to go out losing any of these games, but a senior especially doesn't want to go out on that type of note.
Anything in particular that jumps out as a memory or a favorite memory in the past games here?
I would have to say last year, South girls had us, I think it was a 23-24 game win streak, and last year we snapped that. It was the first win for the North girls, and that's over 10 years. And that was a very magical night. After the game, the crowd was excited, the girls were excited. The North boys basketball team came out before their game, when they're trying to prepare for their game, they came out and congratulated us. So that will always be a special moment.
The Sheboygan North Golden Raiders leading the Sheboygan South Red Wings 30-27 with 4:22 to go in the third quarter. This is the War by the Shore of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Located at the Armory, right on the shores of Lake Michigan. Peter Worth at the free throw line, trying to complete the three-point play for North. He does so, giving him 11 points and his team a 4-point advantage of 31-27. Press again by North. South able to break it. Teller took it in pretty far, but passed up the shot. Hemsing into the corner to Teller. Out high to Hemsing. Now the screen on the right side is Hartman. Bounces to the top of the key. Hemsing off the left wing side. Donovan. Trying to get it down low. Dan Teller was wide open, but the pass a little too hot to handle from Donovan. And here comes North, quickly underneath. Kyle Petschlag. Easy lay-in on a pretty assist from Cody Schaefer. 3 baskets in the third quarter for Petschlag. He's got 10 in the game, and it's a 33-27 lead for Sheboygan North. 3:38 to go in the third period. This 6 points represents the largest lead of the game for North. Inside, finger roll, off the iron, short. Rebound in the corner, South gets it, reverse layup, up and good for Matt Hemsing. Nice job by South to stay on the offensive glass. And then they nearly force a turnover. It was out of bounds and remain with the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. North leading by 4. Now Petschlag is really super aggressive here in the second half of play. 6 of his 10 points this quarter. Worth out high. At the foul line. Stops. Leaves it out on the wing. 3-point shot up and good for Brian Herman. North looks to have found their shooting touch here in the third quarter, and another timeout taken by Sheboygan South. 36-29. North leading the South here in Sheboygan.
Here's 34 defense. You need to play between the ball and your man. Your man does not touch the ball. Between your man and the Nobody rebound.
That full timeout
We're
is
pressing. Still pressing. Keep going on water. Let's go. Keep looking for the water. Let's go. Let's go. Hard. Go hard.
3 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the third quarter here at the Armory in Sheboygan. Sheboygan North has jumped out to a 7-point lead over Sheboygan South at 36-29. And they have forced Dan Koopman, the 8th-year head coach of the South Red Wings, to use up 4 of his 5 timeouts. He has 1 left in the ballgame. Red Wings try to answer with a 3 from the left side. It's no good, rimming out. Nate Pitch pulls down the rebound. North on the attack, ball is tipped. South comes up with it, and then a push in the backcourt coming up against North. Brian Herman picks up his first foul for the Golden Raiders. That's the first team foul this half. South has only committed 1 foul as well since halftime. And North has a unique tradition in that they warm up at the YMCA, which is 2 blocks north of here. Inside, Andy Shane scores for South, 36-31. They'll warm up there prior to the game and then run down here as part of their pregame routine. They might have been a little too warm when they got here because they have shot much, much better since halftime. Left side, Pitch fakes the shot, tries to get it inside. Tetschlag to Worth, to the baseline, and then South knocks it out of bounds as Brian Herman was going hard baseline. BJ Harry returns to the South lineup, replacing Dan Teller. Harry with 3 personal fouls. He scored 5 points in the ballgame. Tetschlag high off the backboard over Harry, good. 12 points for Tetschlag, 8 of them this quarter. 38-31, North leading South. North player gets knocked down. Stubbe, left side, kicks it back out high. Donovan will drive. Dish on the weak side. Harry open, got free of Tetschlag and laid it in. First 2 of the second off for Harry, who has 7. 38-33. North over the South. 1.5 minutes to go, third period. Pitch to Schaefer. Those 2 play catch on the wing. Tetschlag outside the arc. Into the post. Worth grabs, puts it up. Might have been a little contact. He was looking for the 3-point play. He scores with no foul. 13 points for Worth. 7 of those since halftime. Now a steal, Tetschlag. Back the other way, 1-on-2, right to the rim, finger roll up and good. Kyle Tetschlag with 14 points. And it's 42-33, North over the South. A minute to go, third quarter. And we get a final timeout of the game here taken by Sheboygan South. 58 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Sheboygan North 42, Sheboygan South 33. You're watching Straight Up on FSN North. The Sheboygan North Golden Raiders are on a run. They lead Sheboygan South 42-33 with under a minute to go in the third quarter. Sheboygan South has used up all of their timeouts in the game. They have none left, so they can't stop the clock. Inside, nice spinning shot up and good for Eric Donovan. He's got 10. North quickly back on the attack into the corner. Tetschlag has been an offensive machine here in the third quarter. 10 of his 14 points this period. Holds right in front of his bench. Fires it out high. Brian Herman. 22 seconds left in the quarter. North looks like they'll hold for the final shot. They have led by as many as 9. South led in the first half by as many as 3 at 12-9. Down to 4 seconds left. Inside fadeaway shot is up, no good. South gets it, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. After 3 quarters, it is Sheboygan North 42, Sheboygan South 35. You're watching Straight Up on FSN North.
We need you for the help. Yeah, I'll take one. You go, if you have this, don't get on pitch, that's okay. Stay on him, and stay on him, okay? He has to be on pitch. Andy, if got Schaefer, whatever, and pitches in, you take him. What's that? You take Schaefer. I take pitch? Okay, take pitch if he's in, okay? Guys, now one at a time on defense, okay? Our offense will take care of itself. One at a time, okay? one at a time. You need everyone as intense as you can play. Anybody gets tired, we're going to get yourself out. All on defense. Got a rebound? Go away. Guys, stand up. Come out. Don't throw it away. It's come out with fists, but don't throw it away. Come out with fists. Okay. Will, you step out. Look, go low to BJ. Come out for fifth. You can go all the way. Go ahead. Off the screen. Okay. I got make. You got plays. Make plays. Here we go.
All right, we're here with a couple of members of the South JV squad. I know you didn't come out on the winning score on that one, but tell us a little bit about the week and what it's like getting ready for this War by the Shore.
It's a pretty intense rivalry. We just try our best to get ready and work hard, and we got to be in shape because they can run on us. So we just worked hard all week and paid off almost, but came close.
What's your biggest memory or earliest memory of this and being here at the Armory?
Probably just the place. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. It's a great place to play. The crowd's awesome, and it's just a great place to play.
Now, we've heard that could be just one more year of playing here. Will you miss playing here, or would you enjoy playing in a new facility at your own high school?
This place is nice. I'm going to miss it, but I think I'm going to enjoy the high school better.
And what about your feelings on that?
I don't know. It's a shooting gym, so might miss the rims a little bit, but new place wouldn't hurt.
And what about the family? Did just the kids get into it, or the parents as well?
I think the parents get into it a lot with JV. Same with varsity. All fans help, not just the kids.
What about the week at school? Preparation, not only as a team, but as a student and as an entire high school.
You just got to get pumped up about it. Crosstown rivalry, no breaks in practice. Everything helps.
What's better, this or homecoming?
Probably this. I like this more.
And why is that?
Bigger rivalry, more fans.
Do you relate this to the movie Hoosiers at all, being similar in any way?
The atmosphere is like that. It really is. It's that throwback atmosphere, and that's what makes it nostalgic.
Are there a lot of kids that have had older brothers, sisters go through the programs that hear stories be passed down from time to time and how it's played?
Oh yeah. In my 20 years, I've seen some of their brothers and sisters playing, and they tell us stories, and it's great experiences.
I'm not a Sheboygan native, so first time being here was a great experience, and it's great every year. Look forward to it every year.
I remember one game that was like 103 to 96 or something like that, and I remember talking to the losing coach from South, and he said, "I can't believe this." He said, "We score 96 points and lose a ball game."
We both grew up here in Sheboygan, and coming to games here when we were in high school, they were wild. You know, there would be water balloons flying back and forth between the bleachers, grease pigs, chickens, eggs, mugged.
We used to have big 20-foot cutout mascots of, at that time it was South High Redmen and North High Golden Raiders, and they put the two big cutouts in the middle of the floor for warm-ups.
Like with confetti underneath the bleachers, it'd be like a foot deep after games.
We remember the grease pig being released, the chicken being released, and some of the older tricks of the trade and that, but it's calmed down over the years, and rightly so. Back in the old days, students would do certain stunts and bring in certain things to just one-up the other side of town, and one year the North High students stole the South High mascot and sawed off the legs of the mascot and took him down a couple feet. Then another year some South High students brought in a little piglet in a bag and let it release during the game, and then there was a chicken, and that was a little bit wild, but the students have behaved themselves very well over the...
2 years ago when we had Michael Buffer, the boxing announcer, Let's Get Ready to Rumble, we had him in here, and that was quite special. When he was in, he did a nice job, created a lot of memories for the kids.
Any game in particular that really stands out in your mind?
Back when I was coaching boys, JV, the JV coach for the boys right now, Mike Rank, hit a three-pointer to put in overtime, and it went into triple overtime. It was quite a game, and that was against a team from North that had never lost. So that was quite a game.
Girls game down here, that was a very, very close game. We won it by 1 point, but girls JV coach for South now, Kim Hutz, was a player for me at that time and kind of took the game over in the fourth quarter and made a big difference.
Sheboygan North scoring 20 points in the third quarter, while Sheboygan South puts up 13. North leading 42-35 as we begin fourth quarter varsity boys basketball. The war by the shore, on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Hope you're enjoying tonight's action. South in the home white uniforms, down by 7 as we begin fourth quarter play. Working the ball left to right, ball tapped out of bounds in the far corner, and you can tell from our vantage point up here in the top row of the bleachers, you can't quite see the sideline. That is where South will throw it in. Again, there's a retaining line, if you will, right there. Entry pass to Harry down low. He attacks the rim and scores. C.J. Harry with 9 points in the ball game. Makes it a 5-point lead for the North squad. They go under the basket, and then it's kicked out of bounds off Andy Shane of the South. Eric Donovan trying to reach in and hear what the North squad was saying as they huddled up. North will lob it out to Kyle Tetchlaw, who scored 10 of his 14 points in that third quarter, and he throws it away, trying to bounce it down low to Cody Schaefer. South has it. North will put on the pressure. They are not going to guard Tim Stubbe, who will throw it in. Gets it to Donovan, and then right back to Stubbe. 7:21 left in the ball game. And a steal out high by Trevor Gruby. He'll bounce it ahead, but it's restolen by Eric Donovan of the South. In the corner, he takes a timeout. They don't have any timeouts, though. That's a technical. South does not have any timeouts. They signaled for a timeout. That is a technical foul on Sheboygan South, meaning Sheboygan North is going to get to shoot the technical free throws, and then they'll get the ball. And that is one of the problems that Sheboygan South faces. They used up 4 timeouts during that third quarter while North was going on a big tear. As a result, they have none left. So a technical with 7:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Going to the line for the North is Trevor Gruby. 3 points so far. Make it 4 as the senior nails that one. Second technical free throw, also good. And no timeouts available for South, and so they get assessed a technical foul, and now the scorer's table up on the stage wants to make sure they have things clear with the officials. It should be North basketball following the technical. Now the officials are going to huddle up. North leads 44-37. That's just an instinctive call by the player, Eric Donovan, in the corner. He was trapped, had nowhere to go with the ball. And I believe the public address announcer said that that was a team foul, not a individual foul. So that would be number 2 on the South, only 1 on the North. And North, as usual, does get the ball after the technical. South trying to apply some pressure. Worth inside, lost it off his foot. Out of bounds, it'll go to Sheboygan South. 7 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. South won the first matchup 5 weeks ago, 51-48, right here at the Armory. It's a wonderful atmosphere for high school athletics, the purest of all sports. No scholarships, no contracts, no money, nothing to gain other than the pure pleasure of playing whatever sport you choose. Right now, Sheboygan North has the pleasure of a 7-point lead. South tried to hit a 3, no good. Offensive rebound is no good. Putback foul coming up on North as Will Hartman got the loose change inside, couldn't quite convert. Brian Herman picks up his second personal for the North. Second team foul.